Oblivion walkthrough for nextgenwalkthroughs.com. Okay, now you're going to need to go to the gutted mine. Sorry, and you have to remember that this mine is filled with vampires, and okay, maybe not filled, but there's a bunch of vampires in here, and the vampires have, like, they can disease you to become a vampire yourself, which is not a good thing, and I jumped right over that trap, which is kind of ironic, but when these vampires attack you, they have a chance to give you the disease, which can turn you into a vampire, and it's really good to try and avoid getting that. So before you go in here, I would either get some cure disease spell or get a cure disease potion, and a potion for cure disease can be found on the top of a Cloud Ruler Temple in the barracks part of it, like where everyone sleeps. If you go to the second floor and then go into one of the rooms, you'll find a potion of cure disease in it. And I would go get that before you come in here, and then after you kill all the vampires, I would take it even if you didn't get the disease, just to be sure, because becoming a vampire can be fun, but it can be really annoying. And unless you are ready to get a cure for it, then it's probably worth it not to avoid at all costs becoming a vampire, because unless you can cure it right away after you get all the spells and upgrades of being a vampire, then it's kind of counterproductive. But for the vampire, if you become one, if you want to become one, you have to get the disease or get bitten by one, which some people will bite you if you ask them to, and which I'll get more into that later on in this guide. But you have to get bitten or get the disease, wait 3 days, then sleep, and then you're pretty much a vampire. And then for that, every 3 days, I think, or every couple of days during the week that you don't feed on someone, you'll become more and more of a vampire, and less people will talk to you because of it. So, then you'll need to feed on innocent people just to make sure that you don't, die in the sun, because if you're in the most advanced stage of becoming a vampire, you can go out in the sun and die almost instantly, and of course no one will talk to you, and they'll all say, "You look sick, you should get that checked out," or something like that, and they'll say, "I'm not going to talk to you, you're sick." And yeah, but that's basics of a vampire, I guess. But you do get a bunch of cool spells and abilities, which are pretty fun. So now in this cave, when you first run into the vampires, most of them will turn invisible, which they will become uninvisible as soon as they attack you, or if you get a hit on them, which isn't too hard to do. Right there was a fail, but if you have a life detect spell, that could be useful for when they turn invisible. And if you need to, you could draw these guys outside so you have more room to fight them, and so you're fighting one at a time or so, but yeah, there's only like 5 or 6 in here, and they're all pretty tough. The mages, the really weak ones, can damage you a lot, and the really strong ones, well, they damage you a lot and just take forever to kill. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh, that's right. If you're higher level, vampires are the best people to go to for items, because if you're higher level, these people will have really, really good items. They'll have Elvish or Daedric items, and so if you want to hold off during Azura's Shrine to where you're like level 20, then do that, because you'll get Daedric armor and weapons and a bunch of good stuff. But at the start, you'll just get steel and sometimes silver, so yeah, doesn't really matter. Wow, the game's kind of dark. But throughout this cave, there are coffins and other chests that you can search for things that you might want, like gold, repair hammers, and other items that you could sell. And I think there are veins through it, which you can get nuggets, like gold nuggets, silver nuggets, but I'm not really sure if I didn't get any of it, but I'm not sure if it was this one. But some caves will have veins of gold and silver that you can get and just sell for an easy 10 or 15 gold. But there's going to be one point where you're going to have to pull a rope to, I think actually, did I kill them already? Yeah, right, no, I didn't. Okay, right there you're going to have to pull a rope to let down this boulder so you can get to the other 2 or 3 vampires. I can't really tell how many I have left because this preview screens, I can't see the compass in the preview screen of the narration, but oh well. So that's really is pretty much it. This orc is probably the strongest person there, and I go after and kill the guy who's summoning the skeletons in a minute, but that's pretty much it for this. I just kill the rest of the vampires, and I take a potion of cure disease just to be sure that I don't get the disease for becoming a vampire, because I don't want to become one yet. And also, I just head back outside. And the next video, it's me going back to Azura's Shrine and getting the Azura Star. So see you then.